Good evening everybody and eco-living community. I hope you are all well on this very chilly February day. We've had a bit of snow on and off today, nothing exciting, but yeah, it's been very cold. So we've been indoors most of the day and I've been packing boxes because we are moving house next week, hopefully. Fingers crossed. It's already been delayed 24 hours, so we will see what happens. Thank you for those who are joining me live and for those who are catching up on replay or on my YouTube channel or my blog. It's great to have you here and I appreciate you coming along and asking your questions and giving me your comments and things as well. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jen. I am the owner and founder of Eco Living Ideas. My mission is to create a platform and a community which helps my followers and my customers to proceed with their eco journey with ease, whether that's from the start or whether they're partway through. I do that by creating a safe space where people can come and ask their questions and get answers from other like-minded individuals. And of course, I have gorgeous products to go alongside that for when people are ready to make those switches. This eco chat is quite new. This is week 5 and each week I will be live in this group at 7:30 p.m. Just to chat about a different eco topic. So we've had a few different bits so far, eco breaks, menstrual products, skincare, can't remember what the other one is off the top of my head, oh, veganism, that's it. And this week we are going to talk about the eco overwhelm, so why it can sometimes feel a bit much when you are trying to make eco-friendly changes and decisions in your life. So if you are there, please feel free to comment or ask questions and I will have a look at the end and catch up. If you're on replay, like I said before, then please feel free to again comment and I will get back to you at some point as soon as you comment. Try to keep on track with that throughout the week. Also, this video will be going onto my YouTube channel and on a blog post on my website, so you can share from the group as well, invite people into the group if you think they're going to be interested, and yeah, let's get a bit of a discussion going because I think that this is going to be quite a popular topic. I'll mention a few different little bits about eco living ideas throughout the video and I will pop links in the comments once I've finished so that you can check back and see those and sort of follow them if you wish to. But yeah, please share the video, give me some likes and love so I know that you're there and watching, pop a comment or a question in and we will get started. So, as I said before, the focus for this evening is the overwhelm, as I've called it. So we're going to look at why becoming eco-friendly can be so overwhelming, how you can stop it from feeling overwhelming and how you can help others who are on their journey and who might be in the same position as you or who may get there eventually. And so, yeah, we're going to look at a few different aspects of it. So, why becoming eco-friendly can be so overwhelming? So there's various stages of an eco journey and I am on one of those and I'm guessing there's going to be more, but I don't know about those yet, so I can't talk about them. But the first one of those, when you start and you think, right, I'm going to embrace this lifestyle, you are very enthusiastic. You want to change as much as you can, as fast as you can, and get it all done and think, I need to do more and more and more. And actually that can sort of be a bit of an explosion and it can get a bit too much. It can also be quite daunting. So if you decide that you're going to focus on reducing your plastic packaging, for example, and then you go into a supermarket, and this is what I did, all I could see was plastic packaging. Even, I mean, supermarkets weren't as good 3 years ago as they are now, but even that there was loose fruit and vegetables, I couldn't see them because it was just so sort of in my face, the plastic and everything I looked at, the girls' toys and my bathroom products, everything was just, that's all I could see, and it gets a bit much. And sort of when you get over that and over that initial overwhelm and you've made a few switches and you've noticed a difference within your house, you might get onto that stage of, oh, is it enough? Is what I'm doing enough? you might watch a documentary or see a news article about, you know, marine animals being tangled in nets and in plastic, and sort of, I know there's a lot about, you know, whales being found that have died and their stomachs are full of plastic, and you just think, really? Is what I'm doing enough? Is there any point? Because this is still happening, and, you know, what, me changing to reusable face wipes, how is that going to help anybody? But that's part of this journey, and it's something that I think we all do go through. When you've passed through that and you think, actually, yes, it is, because every day I'm changing something, every day I'm making changes and I'm making things better, so what I'm doing does count and it will make a difference, you then might start to dig deeper into certain aspects. So this could be looking at lowering your meat and dairy consumption, it could be growing your own veg, it could be making your own cleaning products. And again, these things sort of bring a new problem along with them. So I recently watched the BBC documentary Feast to Save the Nation, and I think I've posted links on here in various of the groups because it really was very eye-opening. But when I went to the supermarket the next time, I was like, right, I'm going to try and buy local produce. Not local, but British produce at least. The only thing I could get was apples. That was the only thing I could find in the fruit section that was grown in this country and not imported, was apples. Now you can buy those loose, so that was good, thought, you know, but you can't live off apples. Like, that can't be the only fruit that you eat in a week. It's not a very well-rounded diet, and it's not very interesting, and what if you don't like apples? And I genuinely sort of stood there and just thought, how can I make this better? Like, I don't know whether just to not buy these things or whether to buy them and try and make a difference elsewhere. And it genuinely was so overwhelming in that moment. And this is only a couple of months ago. You know, so we all, these stages of overwhelm, they continue, they just change slightly. So the problems that you will face as you go through your eco journey and make these changes will change. So how can we stop that feeling of overwhelm? The first thing you need to do is tell yourself that what you are doing counts. It makes a difference, and it will continue to make a difference for as long as you continue to make those changes. It is enough. It might feel like it's not sometimes, and it might feel like what's the point if no one else is doing it? You know, if Joe Blogg next door can't be bothered to turn his hose pipe off, then, you know, what does you using your dishwater to water your plants, what difference does it make? What are your pants? What are your plants? So yeah, it's, you know, it is, what you are doing is important, and it does count and it does matter. So make sure you tell yourself that every single day. The second way to stop the overwhelm, and this is quite a good one for early on in your eco journey, is to set yourself a focus. So for each month or each fortnight, set yourself an area of your house or your life that you want to improve. So it could be something like not use the car as much, so you only use the car for journeys that are over X amount of miles. It could be that you only buy loose fruit and vegetables, so you can see what difference that makes. So set yourself a focus and stick with it for a month. That means that the changes are going to happen slowly, but that's okay. Like, it doesn't matter. You're still making a change. And you can also set yourself a budget. So if you think, actually, money is, it's too big of a thing for me, I don't have a lot, some of the eco swaps are expensive, they can seem that way. But actually what tends to happen is if you make an eco switch, you will eventually see the monetary benefits, and you will save money. But initially, that £8 for a pack of face wipes might be a lot for you when you're used to spending £1. But if you look at that cost over 3 or 5 years, you're going to save hundreds of pounds. So set yourself a budget each month and say, right, this month I've got £10 to spend on an eco switch, and spend it on an eco switch. And if you do that every month, actually you will end up saving a lot of money by the end of the year, because the savings will slowly add up. And the final thing, and this is a little bit of a cheeky plug, but if you are at the beginning of your journey or you are partway through and think, I don't know what I'm doing anymore, then I have 2 completely free resources. So the first one is a waste audit, and it's very simple. There's a couple of emails, a couple of checklists, and it's just to help you assess what is in your household and which areas you can look at to make the biggest difference. And it's something that you can repeat every 6 months if you want to, and it will, it'll sort of help steer you down which path you want to go. The second resource, which again is completely free, is the 90-day eco plan. Now, this has been around since September last year, so it's a good 6 months old, and I've got 500 people subscribed to it, and I've got some fantastic feedback. And this is basically a step-by-step guide to different areas of your life and how you can make switches and where you can go to find alternatives and look for the alternatives and the research to do. And, you know, it's got how to make check your carbon footprint and then how to reduce that. So that is 1 email a week for 3 months, and like I say, it's a step-by-step guide, and it will just help give you some focus and clarity as to what you can look at, and it will give you checklists and ideas of what you can change. So they're the different ways you can sort of help reduce the overwhelm within yourself and not let it get too much. So finally, I will check if there's any questions in a minute, by the way. Anyway, I'm just gabbing on. But the last thing I wanted to chat about was how you can help other people. And this isn't about sort of forcing your ways on people and, you know, you've got to do this, you've got to do this. It's about those who are interested but don't know where to start, or feel that it's a bit much, or think it's too expensive, or that it's too complicated. These are ways that you can help them. And the best way is to talk. Talk to them. Tell them about your new reusable produce bags, or the milk delivery that you signed up, or the local fruit and veg box that you get delivered that cuts out all your plastic waste in the kitchen. Talk to them, tell them about it. You don't have to preach, just say, you know, oh, I've swapped to this, it's amazing, like I've noticed such a big difference, I'm saving money, I'm not having to buy that every week. And then you will find that people go, oh really, I didn't know that existed, or I didn't know you could do that. And they will then be interested, and they will go and they will make that change, and then they'll come back to you and say, what did you do about this? How did you go about changing that? And that's how Eco Living Ideas started. I sort of found out about all these different things and started talking about it, and I had lots of friends and family come and say, but oh, that sounds really good actually, can you tell me a little bit more about it? And here I am telling all of you. So yeah, you can also share links to books that you've read, documentaries that you've watched, articles that you've seen. You know, if you follow a really good eco account on Facebook or Instagram, you can invite them to that as well, and sort of say, come and have a look, you know, I really enjoy what this person's doing. It might give you some inspiration. So yeah, be proud of what you are doing and encourage others to join you on that journey. I think that is everything. What I'm going to do is just have a little look on the group. So excuse me a second. I'm going to see if I can find myself. Doesn't look like I have any questions so far. So if you watch this on replay and you want to know more about anything, or you have a question, please do feel free to ask. You can private message me as well, I don't mind that at all. Or you can send me an email, it's hello@ecolivingideas.co.uk. I will pop links to the 90-day Get Eco plan and the waste audit in the comments. So if anybody's interested in those, you can click through. They're free. You can just go through and have a little read in more depth about what they're about. I hope that's okay and has given you some ideas on how to stop eco overwhelm taking over when you're having a bit of a stressful day about it. And I'm always here. Oh yes, one last thing, there's no eco chat next week because we're moving house, so I'll be back in a fortnight, and I'm hoping that I'm going to have a guest speaker, so I will keep you informed about that. And that's it. I'm going to say night night, and thank you to those who have joined me, and thank you to those who are watching on catch up. Bye.